the Nagaland Police is on high alert following two attacks on security forces amid the Independence Day celebrations. Well, talking exclusively to our Kohima correspondent Sarah Konyak, Nagaland ADGP Sandeep Tamgadge said that the threats perception still persisted after the twin attacks, for which the Nagaland Police has deployed IRB platoons along the international border. Well, the move came after intel input suggested the movement of the same insurgent which had attacked the security forces. Meanwhile, districts along the international border, Noklak, Tuengsang and Phek has also been put on high alert. Besides, SP Noklak and SP Mon are taking necessary steps to foil any terrorist activities. Nagaland ADGP Sandeep Tamgadge said that the police is firm on thwarting such attempts and if need arises is ready to use force.
Amid the Independence Day celebration, two firing incidents were reported from Mon district, wherein the NSCNK Yungang faction have claimed responsibility for the attack. What measure is the Nagaland police taking in this regard?
See, the first incident was reported at Nyasa village in the intervening night of 14th and 15th. That around between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m., a group of around 7 to 8 insurgents had fired on a platoon post which was located at Nyasa village. This platoon post belonged to 32 Assam Rifle, which was operational under the command of 27 Assam Rifle. And in the process, 2 Assam Rifle Jawans were injured. So as soon as this information was received, with the help of the villagers and with the help of the district police, in fact SP personally went to the village, which is around 32 kilometers from the Mon town. And then through the Assam Rifle, the injured people were airlifted and were hospitalized in Jorhat Hospital, Army Hospital. Subsequently, since there were still the threat was persisting, we were continuously having the reports that that group which had fired in Nyasa, along with other group, were still operational, still continuing moving in the areas surrounding the international border. We immediately, after the completion of the ID parade in Mon, a platoon of IRB under the command of SDPO Mon was dispatched to Longwa. And subsequently, one other platoon was kept at Aboy at Mon, and SP and all other officers, not only SP Mon, we alerted the entire district, all the districts along the international border, Noklak and Tuengsang and even Phek, that in the event of any attacks or in the event of any force being used by any armed militants, we should take all necessary precautions. We should take all necessary actions to stop the attacks and if required to use the force also. So those instructions are already in place. SP Noklak and SP Mon, they are taking precautionary measures including deployment of IRB at the vulnerable locations, and we'll be working in tandem with Assam Rifle to see that the situation remains normal.
Well, to intensify the anti-terror operations, the Nagaland Police have drawn up a special security plan to prevent activities of insurgents groups which are actively operating. Nagaland ADGP Sandeep Tamgadge said that the primary area of operation of the insurgents who had carried out the twin attacks yesterday are Mon, Noklak, TCL region of Arunachal Pradesh as well as Assam. In view of this, IR battalions have already been deployed in the vulnerable areas. The action plan prepared by the Nagaland Police have already received necessary approval and only few aspects are to be taken into account before being implemented.
Yesterday's incident, this is a serious threat that poses to the state, as we can see that militants from across the border are actively coming in and going out from the state. So apart from the security agencies that has been placed in the international borders, what other measures is the Nagaland Police, planning or taking to avoid such incidents repeating again?
Yes. Ma'am, The primary area of operation of the groups which conducted the incident yesterday, that is NAC and KYA group, along with ULFA and some other groups. Their primary area of operation is along Mon, Noklak, the TLC area of Arunachal and Assam. So these are the areas which have been vulnerable for quite some time, and multiple level of informations of their movements, of their criminal activities have been reported. In the background of this, we have formulated a security plan wherein already as of now there are 3 companies of IRB which is placed in Mon district. The police headquarters plan to have more presence of IRB in Mon districts, not only in Mon districts but also other vulnerable areas in Noklak and other areas. We are also planning to have a joint coordination with the neighboring states, that is Arunachal Pradesh and Assam, so that our information intelligence and our actions are coordinated to control this. These areas have been vulnerable because of very strategically placed surroundings of Arunachal, Assam and Nagaland. It's a tri-junction. And by and large, I can tell you by and large, because of the terrain, because of the demographic composition, there have been some challenges to take care of these aspects, but we are having a plan of action, and once it's already approved, but we are waiting for some kind of coordination with the sister agencies and with the neighboring states. I think very soon we should have some plan which will be implemented on ground. I think once that is in place, these activities can be controlled to a large extent.